Told you I'd be back. All right, let's take a look at this problem. You guys just looked at it and it asked you, what does this diagram tell you? You should be able to tell from this diagram that for every 1 cup, that equals 8 ounces. I can see that repeatedly. It's even across. 2 and 16 can be reduced to 1 and 8. So I know that this is a proportional relationship that's telling me for every 1 cup of flour or 1 cup of sugar or 1 cup of whatever you're using while you're cooking, that equals 8 ounces. So really I need you guys to think further than this. So what does the amount of ounces equal when you have 4 cups? So we decided 1 to 8. So when you have 4 cups, 4 times 8 is 32. So you'd have 32 ounces. If you had 5 cups, that'd be 40 ounces. 8 cups, well, what's 8 times 8? 64 ounces. So for every time you need to find out how many ounces are in the number of cups, you multiply the number of cups by 8. Another way to think about that is, let's say we're going to go ahead and we'll label our cups X and our ounces Y. Really, you can choose any variables. This is just what most math teachers will always choose, X and Y, very standard variables. Any variable works. You just have to remember what you are labeling as what. So, for any number of X cups, you multiply it by 8 to get Y. That would look like Y equals 8 X. So 8 is your constant value. No matter how many cups, you multiply it by 8 to get the ounces. If you want to verify that, make sure that statement is really true, you would go ahead and grab a calculator and you would plug in any X value that you can see that you know to be true. So maybe 1. If I plugged in 8 times 1, I'd get 8. So that holds up. What about 2? 8 times 2 is 16. That holds up. But you wouldn't want to just leave it at 2. Make sure you check them all. 8 times 1.5. Throw that in a calculator. I promise you, it's going to be 12. 8 times 1/2 is 4. So this proportional relationship can be looked at as Y equals 8 times X.